Hey guys, and welcome back to Denise Beauty Corner. Today I am going to talk about the Hourglass Ambient Light Palette and whether I found a dupe or not for this one. This little sucker retails for $62 at Sephora, and for me personally it's not even possible to get it in Sweden. I had to buy it when I was in Miami, and I would say $62 is a little up there in the price. Hourglass in general is a very high-end brand, even though I would say that I do really love this palette. This is neither a setting powder or a highlighter. I think if you, just by looking at them, I think most of you might have seen it, it looks almost like highlighters. But here is the thing, I am using it like an all-over powder for getting like a little bit of glow. And so I use like setting powders and then this. Or if I do have a foundation that I don't have to set down, because I am very dry in my skin, so usually I just set under my like eyes, and then I take the dim light, it's my favorite, this one, and dust it like all over my face. I'm using the radiant light, that's a little bit darker one. I'm using that one if I want to like glow up my bronzer a little bit, and the one in the middle I am using if I want to have a very subtle highlighter, because it's a little more on the shimmer side, and it's almost as shimmery as the luminous light from Hourglass, which I have in a single. So sometimes I'm swirling my brush like crazy over all of them and dusting around in my face. So I really like this one, and I would say that I do think that this one is worth the $62. This one is going to last me a very long time. I've been using and abusing this baby since I came home from Miami, and that was in February. So March, April, May, June, July, August, like half a year I've been using this one, and I use it almost on a daily basis, and you can barely even see that I've used it. So however, before I bought this baby, I had this palette, and this is the Makeup Revolution Radiance palette. And Makeup Revolution is very well known for making dupes of high-end brands. And the thing I have to say about Makeup Revolution is that I think they do dupes in a very classy way. They don't try to rip off like the packaging and everything, so it's like cheesy trying to look exactly like the original. Sometimes they do like similar to the packaging, like the Too Faced heart-shaped bronzers and blushes. They also do the heart shape. But in this case, they are actually doing, the packaging is not even close to being the same. But I have to say that it's a total dupe for the Hourglass palette. And this one, I don't think you're gonna believe it, but this one retails for $15. You heard right, $15. Makeup Revolution is a very, I almost dropped it there. Makeup Revolution is a very affordable brand. And for me, I can get my hands on Makeup Revolution here in Sweden, which I cannot with Hourglass. That's why I did have the Makeup Revolution one way before I bought the Hourglass one. And I bought it because I wanted to have something similar to the Hourglass one, because I heard so many good reviews about it. I bought the Makeup Revolution one and I loved it. I used it so much. So when I went to Miami and I bought the original one, the actually Hourglass one, in one way I thought like, there is no way that the Makeup Revolution one for $15 can be near as good as the Hourglass one. But I have to say, I don't know which way to say it, because this one blew my mind, and the other way, because I had this one first, the Hourglass one did not blow my mind, because I thought for the price difference, and because this is the original product, like the original one, the one that Makeup Revolution is trying to copy, I thought, since I loved this one, I was gonna die over this one. That is how much I thought that this one was gonna be so much better than this one. But I have to say, and this is an honest opinion, there is not so much of a difference between these two. I mean, no, they're not. It's like, this one is a total dupe and it's a totally worthy dupe for the Hourglass palette. And we're gonna compare them today, and I actually have today, now it's very, lightning is very strong because it's completely sunny outside, believe it or not, in Sweden. You never know, it can go like this, and it's cloudy, so let's pray for it to stay like this. But I do have half of it. On this side I have the Hourglass one, and on this side I have the Makeup Revolution one, and I cannot see any difference. So you can see, dupe for this one, same thing here, the middle one is a little more shimmery. This one I don't use so much. And this is like the dim light. So what I did today was I took the dim light all over my face. So on this side of my face I took the dim light, the dupe for the dim light, all over my face after I set my concealer. I just set my concealer today, and then I took this one over my whole face, and I took the dim light on the other side, and then I took this what is it? It's the Radiant light, the darker one. I took that one just to top off my bronzer a little bit, to get a little more shine to the bronzer, and I used the dupe for it on the other side. The middle one I didn't use today. And I have been wearing this for a few hours, and I mean, you cannot see, but I cannot see a difference either. But the product itself, it's not a product like boom, like you really see it. But it's giving you like a sheen to your face, and that is how I really like to use it. And I have to say that overall I am so impressed by Makeup Revolution. They totally nailed this dupe. And if you can get your hands on this one, and if you haven't been able to buy the Hourglass one, or you didn't want to splurge all that money on the Hourglass one, because this is an expensive piece, I would say go for this one. It's doing the exact same thing. The packaging is very nice. It's a little bigger than the Hourglass one, but I mean, overall this is a really good product. And as I said, I was using this product before I got the Hourglass one, and I was really impressed, so I thought that this one was going to be even better. But compare them side by side, and I would say that they are very similar, and this is a totally dupe. The price difference is insane. $15, $62, and they are so similar. It's a complete dupe. I would call it a complete dupe for the Ambient Light palette, and I love to have both of them in my collection, because then I have a high-end and I have a affordable drugstore option. $15, that's very affordable, and for all the products you get in here, it's gonna last you a very long time. So when I do swatch them side by side, which I'm gonna do here, you can see that it's almost exactly the same. And the thing is also, what you should keep in mind is that this product, since you are not using it, it's not an eyeshadow or an highlighter, so you're never gonna see like that payoff, that color payoffs as when you are swatching it. That's not how you use it. So when you're using it on the face, honestly, you cannot see a difference. I'm very honest here, and there is no difference. So I hope that you guys like this, and I hope that you find it helpful. And if you have been wanting to buy the Hourglass one and you didn't want to spend all that money, hopefully this was useful to you, and now you know a very affordable dupe for it. So with that being said, this is gonna conclude this video. So I hope you guys like it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment sections down below if you did like it, or if you want to make a comment about anything. I love to read your comments. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and be part of my YouTube family here. So yeah, I just hope I see you in my next video. Bye!